And let's talk about Vinny Guadagnino, who Saba, I always love me some Vinny. I feel like out of all the people on Jersey Shore, everybody always talk about Paulie was the cute one or Ronnie, because Ronnie gave you that typical, muscles, real cute, whatever. I was always a Vinny fan. Vinny, I was always looking at him like, oh, he was the one I wanted to, I do some nasty shit too. But anyway, let me not be a pervert and let's get to some seriousness. So Vinny, who apparently I had no idea had a podcast. Um, you know, they said him and the Horrible Decisions host combined their podcast in an episode released about a week ago. The Jersey Shore alum host Something Went Wrong with Vinny. Now, 13 minutes in, and I have the clip, we're going to play it. Vinny shared his preference for black women after one of his co-hosts spoke about dating a black man. The co-host retold the story about a black woman who told her Vin was pursuing a date. So when one of the co-hosts responded, I thought it was Paulie D, Vinny replied that they have similar tastes. The co-host then asked him to specify his preference, saying, as in chocolate. Vin confirmed with a little laugh. And then he revealed why he's into black women. So without further ado, let's get to that clip. Please hold.
Similar TV to you. I was like, actually.
Oh, yeah. I almost date exclusively black women.
This is how I used to dress 6 months ago. And this is me now. And it's all thanks to my...
How this going to just start that mess again? Let's rewind that, because that pissed me off. It's like, literally, I had the whole thing set up and everything. They didn't want to play a damn ad in the middle of the show. But anyway, let's go back. Take two in action. Let's play that clip.
Right? And I think with you, I can't imagine how much more difficult it is, because it's got to be this thing of like, well, I never watched it. Or
if I ever went on a date with you, I'd show up with one of those hats with the dreads hanging out.
No, you wouldn't.
And I'd be like, oh, this is the way I dress.
I met a black girl who told me that you were trying to go on a date with her. She was like, yeah, I was dating someone at the time.
Oh, God, how is this going to turn out?
Oh, I can't wait to tell you later. I was like, ooh, for real? You like black girls?
Yes.
Wait. Was it a bad thing?
No, she's hot. I'm just saying.
No, but what was the story? Is it? Can you say it?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you later. I was like, was it bad? I'll cut it out.
And similar TV to you. I was like, actually.
Oh, yeah. I almost date exclusively black women.
What?
Only
Tell
black
us more. I thought that was Paulie D.
No, we have similar tastes.
As in chocolate, or just like...
Yeah, chocolate, yeah. But he actually, like, he's more known for it because he's been with his girl now for like 3 years, a Jamaican girl.
Why black women?
The studies are the rumors are true.
Which is
once you go black.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
That too. They're all true.
You know
all the studies are true.
Is it because you like to eat? Do you like that? You feel like black women get you more in check? Like, what is it?
Nah, I just find them really beautiful, and I like thicker, like kind of like slim, thicker and shit. So they. Sometimes they're more have a probability of having curves than like skinny white girls.
Okay.
And then culturally too, like I get along with black people better than like Latinas or something like that, because they have curves too. You know what I mean? But like culturally, I don't know. I just like I've always gotten along with like black people more.
When you start dating white women in between, what happens?
You said what? He'll DM me like a beautiful black girl every day. Only.
Really?
Never a white girl.
Like monster asses though.
Yeah.
Like, those are kind of like I'm being funny.
No, but he'll. Those are, but usually.
Hold on. So I'll just pause it there. I just want to leave it on Vinny for a second. So basically, you want to know something? I found nothing wrong with what he said in regards to this. I know some people was feeling like, because I did have some people hit me up and they were like, I don't know how I feel about that. That sounds like a little fetishizing or whatever the case is. And, I always look at it as like, okay, he's an East Coast guy, and I think he's from, they're all from, like Jersey, whatever. But he's an East Coast, Staten Island, actually. That's where he's from. I forgot. So that's part of the 5 boroughs, and you know what you are culturally surrounded by. And Vinny is the type of guy, I feel, that, this is a very common if you're from the East Coast. A lot of Italian guys love black women, and they like black guys too. But I'm not saying that Vinny's gay or whatever. I'm just saying, like, a lot of Italian men, they freaks. They like a little, they like when with a little meat on their bone. And Vinny is one of those types. Vinny likes girls with meat on their bones. And I don't know why this would be a shock to anyone. I just feel like, I love the fact that they're having this conversation. Yeah, he could be a little more PC with the way he's saying it, whatever. But look, they're all cracking jokes. Black and the berry, sweet of the Jews. These are all the phrases that we all say. I didn't find anything inappropriate with what he said. And so everybody calm down. Because I know, like, I had some people slide in my DMs when I first posted this clip on my Instagram in the stories. And so it was like, I feel the ways about it. And then I had someone else who was like, I got some thoughts on it. I was like, well, sis, let me know what you think. So, I don't find anything wrong with interracial relationships. I'll tell you, one of my favorite, look, Robert De Niro is notorious for dating black women. So much so that he put it in his directorial debut, which is one of my all-time favorite movies, A Bronx Tale. I freaking love that movie. Especially with Lila Brancato. I mean, homicides and everything aside, with his past. I loved him as Calogero in that movie. And Terrell Hicks, when she was up in that film too, and then the fact that he went on the other side and he met that girl and he liked the black girl and all that other stuff and was willing to forego all the racist stuff that he was dealing with from his part of town in the Bronx to be with this black girl and ditch his racist friends who all got killed in the end. To them. But for the most part, it's like, yeah, when he said this, I'm like, okay, I definitely could see that he's dating black girls. And Paulie looks like the type that he's down with the swirl too. That he likes women of color, that they're similar to, like, when if you know a lot of these Italian women, they have a fixation on ass. They like booty, they like curves, they ain't gotta, they don't want these fake having these women that get fixed or flat injected in their ass like them damn Kardashians, or a lot of you girls that go down to the trans women's, apartments in them basements in the Bronx to get all that shit injected up in your butt and all other stuff, just so that way y'all can have them bodies that these black women naturally are born with. So shout out to all the men like the Vinny Guadagninos and the Paulie D's or the Paulie Delvecchios, all you Italian boys out there, you Staten Island, but child, let me tell you, these boys out here, these Italian boys in New York, they built something kind of different. And then also I'll say this, I grew up around Guidos, like growing up, as I was born and raised in Brooklyn, Brownsville, Brooklyn, but then my parents moved us out, towards, more or less into Queens when we were kids. I lived closer to, well, growing up, I lived closer to Long Island, like Nassau County and stuff, more so than like Astoria, Jackson Heights, that sort of thing, those parts of Queens. So I grew up around Guidos. So like when Jersey Shore and that came out, I was like, oh, I know them kids. I knew a Snooki type. Like I didn't know them, but I knew a Snooki. I knew the J Wows. I knew the Paulie D's. I knew the Vinnies. I knew, I knew the situations. Like I knew that whole type of vibe. And even me working at the Garden, there's so many people there that live out in Long Island and Staten Island, that sort of thing. So I know those types. And that's why I said they built kind of them boys be cute. So don't sleep on the Italians. Shout out to y'all.